The rain pounded against the window of my cramped Brooklyn apartment like it was trying to break in. I stared at the ceiling, heart racing, as Riker, my best friend since high school, lay beside me on the pull-out couch. We'd crashed here after a night out, too buzzed to drive, but what happened next changed everything. In the dead of night, he rolled over, his hand brushing mine, and whispered, "Jake, I've been lying to myself." I froze. Riker was straight, or so I'd always thought. We'd grown up together in suburban Chicago, bonding over video games and late-night talks about girls. I came out to him junior year, and he was the first to hug me, saying it didn't change a thing. But now, at 25, both of us chasing dreams in New York. He in finance, me in graphic design. Something felt off. His breath was warm against my neck, and before I could process it, his lips pressed against mine. It was soft, tentative, like he was testing waters he'd never admitted existed. My mind screamed to pull away, but my heart, the traitor, leaned in. The kiss lasted seconds, but it ignited a firestorm. Riker jerked back, eyes wide in the dim light from the street lamp outside. "Shit, Jake, I'm sorry. I don't know what. Forget that happened." He scrambled to the edge of the bed, grabbing his phone like it was a lifeline. I sat up, the room spinning not from the beer anymore, but from the shock. "Riker, wait. What was that?" My voice cracked, exposing the hope I'd buried for years. I'd crushed on him in secret, convincing myself it was one-sided, impossible. But this was real. He paced the small living room, running hands through his messy brown hair. "It's nothing. I had too much to drink. We're bros, man. That's all." But his voice wavered, and he wouldn't meet my eyes. I pushed gently at first. "If it's nothing, why did it feel like something?" The silence stretched, heavy with unspoken words. Finally, he slumped onto the armchair. "Okay, fine. Lately, I've been confused. Seeing you date that guy last month, it pissed me off more than it should. I thought it was jealousy over our friendship, but maybe it's more." My pulse thundered. This was the hook I'd never expected, the straight guy trope I'd read about in forums, dismissed as fantasy. But here it was raw and terrifying. We talked until dawn, dissecting his feelings. He admitted to noticing guys in college but shoving it down, dating women to fit the mold his conservative family expected. His dad, a retired cop, preached traditional values. His mom volunteered at church. Coming out? Unthinkable. If I explore this, Jake, it could ruin everything. My job, my family. Us. I nodded, understanding too well. My own coming out had fractured ties with extended relatives, but I'd built a life in the city, surrounded by accepting friends. Riker, though, was the golden boy, engaged to Sarah, his college sweetheart, though they'd been on a break for months. "What about her?" I asked. He sighed. "I love her, but it's safe. Predictable. With you, it's electric, but wrong. Wrong." The words stung, echoing societal whispers I'd fought my whole life. As the sun rose, we agreed to pretend it never happened. But seeds were planted. Over the next weeks, tension simmered. At our weekly basketball games in Central Park, his glances lingered. During movie nights, our knees touched, neither pulling away. I wrestled with guilt. Pushing him could destroy our friendship. Was I selfish for wanting more? Or was honesty the only path? One evening, after a grueling day at work, Riker showed up unannounced. "I can't stop thinking about that night," he confessed over pizza. We delved deeper, him admitting childhood crushes on male celebrities, dismissed as admiration. I shared my struggles, the bullying in school, the therapy sessions to accept myself. It bonded us, but also highlighted the chasm. I was out, proud. He was trapped in denial. Then came the first real test. His family visited for Thanksgiving. I joined as the best friend, but the air crackled. His dad grilled me about my lifestyle, masking judgment as curiosity. Riker defended me awkwardly, but later, alone in my apartment, He broke down. Seeing you handle that, I envy it. But if they knew about us, about me, it'd kill them. The word slipped out, electric. That night we kissed again, sober this time. It was passionate, exploratory, but he stopped short. This can't go further. Not yet. I pulled back, hurt. Then what are we doing? He left without answering, leaving me to question everything. Was this love or just confusion? The internal conflict raged. Pursue and risk losing him, or step back and watch him marry Sarah? Burying his truth? Days blurred into a haze of unanswered texts. When he finally called, his voice was strained. We need to talk. Meet me at our spot. Our spot, the bench overlooking the Hudson where we'd shared dreams post-graduation. I arrived, nerves frayed. He was there, looking haunted. Jake, I think I'm bisexual. But I can't do this. Sarah wants to get back together. It's easier. My world tilted. Easier? What about us? Tears stung my eyes. He reached for my hand, but I yanked away. There is no us. I'm straight passing. I can have a normal life. Normal. Another dagger. The argument escalated. Voices rising over the river's rush. You're choosing fear over happiness, I accused. And you're pushing me into something I'm not ready for, he shot back. We parted in anger, the friendship strained. Weeks passed in radio silence. I threw myself into work, dating casually to distract, but nothing filled the void. Then, a bombshell. Riker's engagement announcement on social media. Sarah's ring sparkled in the photo, his smile forced. I unfollowed, heart-shattering. But fate intervened. At a mutual friend's party, we collided. Alcohol loosened tongues. Why her? I demanded in a quiet corner. Because with you, it's real. And that terrifies me. His admission hung heavy. We left together, walking aimlessly through the city. Give me time, he pleaded. I agreed, but doubt gnawed. Was time enough, or would society win? The city lights blurred as we wandered the streets that night, the weight of Riker's words pressing down. Time, he'd said, but how much? I nodded, feigning patience, but inside, turmoil brewed. We'd crossed a line, and retreating felt impossible. Back home, I journaled furiously, dissecting every moment. The kisses, the confessions, the retreats. Was I enabling his denial, or fighting for something genuine? Work became my refuge. As a graphic designer at a midtown firm, I buried myself in projects, but distractions crept in. A client's ad campaign on inclusivity hit too close, forcing me to confront my own compromises. Had I settled for scraps of affection from Riker, afraid of true rejection? Meanwhile, Riker dove into wedding plans. Sarah, oblivious, posted updates, venue scouting, dress fittings. Our mutual friends sensed the rift but stayed neutral. One, Mia, cornered me at coffee. What's up with you two? He looks miserable. I deflected, but her words lingered. Miserable. Was that the price of his choice? The first crack appeared at his bachelor party. Organized by his college buddies in Vegas, I was invited out of obligation. The strip clubs and shots flowed, but Riker pulled me aside amid the chaos. This isn't me, he slurred. I miss our talks. His hand lingered on my arm, eyes pleading. I wanted to shake him, wake him, but instead, I said, then stop this charade. He laughed it off as drunken nonsense, but the seed grew. Back in New York, the wedding loomed, 2 months away. Riker's texts resumed, cryptic at first, thinking about that bench, then bolder. Can we meet? We did, at a quiet cafe in the village. He looked gaunt, shadows under his eyes. Sarah's great, but I dream about you. My heart soared, then crashed. So leave her. He shook his head. My family's invested. Dad's paying half. If I bail, it'll destroy them. Family. The eternal barrier. I pressed. What about your happiness? He countered with stories of his uncle, disowned for being gay decades ago. I can't be that statistic. Logic clashed with emotion. His fear was valid, rooted in real prejudice. But so was my pain. You're using them as an excuse, I argued. The debate intensified, voices low but fierce. Patrons glanced over, sensing the drama. He left frustrated, but the encounters escalated. Stolen moments, lunches, walks, fueled the fire. Each time he inched closer to truth, then retreated. One night, after a fight with Sarah, he crashed at my place again. No kisses, just raw talk. If I come out, I'll lose my job. Finance is cutthroat. They say they're inclusive, but I shared resources, support groups, therapists, but he resisted. I'm not like you, Jake. I can hide it. Hide. The word ignited my anger. Hiding is killing you. Tears flowed, his, then mine. We hugged, platonic yet charged. Morning brought regret. He bolted, apologizing via text. The turning point came via his sister, Emily. She called unexpectedly. Riker is spiraling. He won't talk, but mentions you constantly. Alarmed, I met her. Over brunch, she revealed. He's called off the wedding. Sarah's devastated. Shock rippled through me. Why? Emily eyed me knowingly. I think it's about you. But Dad's furious, thinks it's cold feet. Riker confirmed it that evening at my door, soaked from rain. I did it. For us. Joy surged, but caution tempered it. What now? We planned tentatively, therapy for him, discretion until ready. But reality intruded. His dad confronted him. What's wrong with you? Sarah's perfect. Riker deflected, but the pressure mounted. Our us began in secrecy. Dates disguised as hangouts, affection behind closed doors. It was thrilling but suffocating. I pushed for openness. Tell one person. He chose Emily, who supported but warned. Dad will explode. The prediction held. When whispers reached the family, hell broke loose. A family dinner turned ambush. His parents flew in, demanding answers. Is this about that gay friend of yours? His dad barked. Riker froze, then admitted, I'm bi, and I love Jake. Chaos ensued. Yells, tears, ultimatums. Choose us or him. Riker wavered, glancing at me. I stood silent, heart pounding. He chose me, or so I thought. I need time, he said, echoing earlier pleas. They left, disowning vibes thick. Riker collapsed, sobbing. What have I done? I comforted him, but doubt crept. Was this sustainable? Society's weight, lost invitations, sidelong office glances, tested us. Friends divided. Some celebrated, others distanced. Then betrayal struck. Weeks later, amid rebuilding, Riker met Sarah for closure. But texts revealed more. Miss you. One last night. I confronted him, phone in hand. What is this? He paled. It was nothing. I panicked. But the damage was done, trust fractured. The argument was brutal. You're still hiding, I accused. From yourself. He fired back. You pushed too hard. I wasn't ready. Doors slammed. He left. Alone. I questioned my role. Enabler or catalyst? The pain was visceral. A price for love's pursuit. Reconciliation attempts failed. He retreated to family, seeking forgiveness. Rumors swirled. Back with Sarah? I dated others, but shadows lingered. Then a call. Jake, I need help. He'd hit rock bottom, therapy session breakthrough. I'm gay. Fully. But admitting it cost everything. We met neutrally, park bench again. Tears mingled with apologies. I betrayed you to save face. Forgiveness? Tentative. But scars remained. Society's toll. His job demotion, family estrangement. My own wounds, lost faith in us. As autumn leaves carpeted the paths, our reconciliation hung fragile. Riker had quit his firm, taking a lower-paying role at a progressive startup. shedding the corporate facade. Therapy peeled layers, revealing internalized homophobia from his upbringing. Dad's words echo, "Be a man." I listened, supporting, but resentment simmered. His betrayal with Sarah wasn't physical. He'd sworn, but emotional infidelity stung. We rebuilt slowly, dates now public, holding hands in the village, kisses under streetlights. Friends rallied, but family voids ached. His mom called sporadically, pleading reconciliation minus that lifestyle. Dad? Silent. The pressure tested Riker's resolve. Nights he doubted. Was it worth it? A pivotal moment. Pride parade. I invited him, half expecting refusal. He went tentatively at first, then embraced the energy. Floats blared, crowds cheered. He held my hand high. "This is me," he whispered. Tears flowed, release, but backlash followed. A family friend spotted us, reporting back. His dad's email, disgrace. Riker crumpled, but stood firm. "I'm done hiding." Yet, mending us proved harder. Trust issues flared. A late work night sparked accusations. Seeing someone? He denied, but seeds of doubt grew. Therapy helped, joint sessions unpacking dynamics. The therapist noted, "Jake, you carry rescuer syndrome." Riker, avoidance. Insights hurt but healed. Society's undercurrents persisted. At a networking event, Riker faced snide remarks. "Switch teams." He laughed it off, but later vented, "It's exhausting." I shared my battles, job discrimination early on, now advocacy. We fight back. He joined a support group, finding solidarity. Then the ultimate test, holidays. Thanksgiving loomed. Family divided. Emily hosted neutrally, inviting all. Riker agonized. Go or skip. Facing them is growth. We went hand in hand. Tension thick. Dad's glare, Mom's forced smiles. Dinner devolved. "This phase ends when?" Dad barked. Riker countered. "It's not a phase. It's me." Arguments erupted. Old wounds reopened. Mom cried, "We raised you better." Better meaning straight. We left early, shaken. In the car, Riker broke. "Maybe they're right." My heart sank. "No, they're wrong." The drive home was silent, rift widening. That night he slept on the couch, distance growing. Post-holiday fallout. Riker withdrew, questioning everything. Did I rush? Lose family for what? I fought back. For authenticity. But his calls to Mom increased, apologetic tones. Paranoia gripped me. Another betrayal? Climax built at New Year's. Party, alcohol flowing. Riker vanished mid-evening. I found him outside, phone in hand. Talking to Sarah? I snapped. He admitted, "Just friends now." But she understands the pressure. Fury boiled. And I don't. The fight escalated, public now. "You're still 1 foot out," I yelled. He retorted, "You don't get the straight privilege I lost." Friends intervened, but damage deepened. We separated temporarily, him at Emily's, me alone. Reflection hit hard. Was love enough against societal grind? My friends advised, let go if toxic, but letting go meant admitting defeat. Weeks passed, therapy solo. I realized I'd idealized him, ignoring red flags. He too reflected. A letter arrived. "Jake, I chose wrong before. Now I choose us fully." Skeptical, I met him. He looked changed, confident. I told Dad, "Accept or lose me." Ultimatum reversed. Dad relented slightly, agreeing to talk. Reunion tentative, but promising. We moved in together, Brooklyn apartment now ours. Intimacy rebuilt, emotional first, physical chaste but meaningful. Challenges persisted. Office politics for him, my jealousy flares. But growth showed. Spring brought renewal. Riker volunteered at LGBTQ centers advocating. Pride Month, he spoke publicly. Coming out cost family ties, but gained truth. Applause rang, I beamed. Yet, Private doubts. What if regret hits? A family breakthrough, mom visited, awkward but trying. I don't understand, but I love you. Dad? Distant calls. Progress, slow. But shadows loomed. Riker's ex-colleague outed him maliciously online, sparking harassment. Trolls messaged, "Fag." He toughened, but it wore. "Society's not ready," he lamented. I countered, "We make it ready." Our bond strengthened through trials. A weekend getaway upstate. Talks by the lake, reaffirming commitment. No more hiding, he vowed. Kisses under stars, hope reignited. Yet, a final twist. Sarah reappeared, engaged to another. She confronted Riker. "You used me as cover." Guilt resurfaced. He apologized profusely, closure at last. But it stirred my insecurities. Was I second choice? The argument that followed was cathartic. "No," he insisted. "You were the awakening." Tears cleansed, we emerged closer. As summer approached, stability seemed within grasp. But life's curveballs. Riker's promotion offer in San Francisco. "Relocate?" he asked. Opportunity versus roots. I supported but feared distance. "We'll make it work," he said. Decision pending, tension built anew. The San Francisco offer hung like a storm cloud, promising change but threatening upheaval. Riker paced our living room, pros and cons listed on a notepad. Better pay, inclusive culture. It's a fresh start. I nodded, but inside, fear churned. Long distance? Or uproot my life? "What about us?" I voiced. He hugged me. "You come too. We build together." The decision weighed heavy. My job was stable, friends here. But love demanded sacrifice. After sleepless nights, I agreed. "Let's go." Packing began, bittersweet. Goodbyes to New York. Our bench, the cafe, stirred nostalgia. This city made us, Riker mused. Cross-country drive. Cathartic. Stops at landmarks, deep talks. He shared more vulnerabilities. Therapy uncovered depression from denial. I opened about abandonment fears, rooted in my coming out. Bonds deepened. San Fran welcomed. Vibrant. Accepting. Riker thrived at work. I freelanced, building a network. Our apartment overlooked the bay, symbolizing new horizons. But adjustments hit. Culture shock. Missing East Coast grit. Loneliness crept during his long hours. Family ties mended fractionally. Mom visited, warmer now. "Seeing you happy changes things." Dad? Video calls, stiff but present. "Proud of your career," he'd say, avoiding personal progress. Yet, societal pressures persisted. At a work event, Riker faced subtle bias. Diversity hire? He shrugged off, but it accumulated. Support groups helped, but isolation grew. One night, he confessed, "Sometimes I miss the ease of straight life." Honesty hurt, but fostered growth. "We face it together," I reassured. Then, a ghost from past. An old high school friend, Mark, relocated nearby. Straight, married, but knowing our history. Dinners turned tense when Mark joked, "Riker, you switch sides?" Bold. Riker laughed, but later fumed. "Reduces me to a punchline." The comment sparked introspection. Riker journaled, "Am I defined by this?" Therapy amplified. Explore identity beyond labels. He attended by visibility events, finding community. Empowerment surged. But conflict arose. My jealousy over his new work friend, Tyler, openly gay, flirty. "Just colleagues," Riker insisted. Accusations flew. "You're pulling away," he countered. "You're projecting fears." The fight escalated, doors slamming. Separation loomed again. Cooling off, we reconciled via letters, old-school romance. "I choose you daily," he wrote. Tears flowed. Makeup profound. Highs followed, our first anniversary. Romantic dinner, bay views. "To us, survivors," he toasted. Gifts exchanged. A necklace for me, symbolizing unity. For him, a journal inscribed, Your Truth. But Lowe's crashed. Dad's health scare. Heart attack. Riker flew back. Family reuniting in crisis. At hospital, Dad whispered, Sorry for pushing you away. Breakthrough. Partial. Still don't get it. But you're my son. Riker returned changed. Forgiveness heals. Inspired, he advocated more blog posts on coming out in corporate America. Responses mixed. Support. Hate. Trolls doxed us. Security tightened. Worth it? I asked. Yes, for others. Our dynamic evolved. Equal partners. No rescuer victim. Shared chores, dreams. I pitched a graphic novel on our story. Anonymous, therapeutic. Summer brought travel, Europe getaway. Paris walks, Rome ruins, freedom from American scrutiny. Here, we're just two guys in love. Kisses public, unjudged. Return home, reality bite. Riker's promotion stalled. Whispers of bias. He fought legally, HR involved. Victory. Advancement policy changes. Small wins matter. Personal growth. I confronted my issues in therapy, codependency. Let him stumble, advisor said. Applied. When Riker doubted, I listened, not fixed. Pivotal event. Family wedding cousins. Invited as couple. Acceptance?
Tentative.
Dad shook my hand. Take care of him. Milestone. But betrayals echo. Sarah emailed congratulations on our anniversary. How'd she know? Riker admitted occasional contact. Closure maintenance. Trust tested anew. Boundaries, I demanded. He agreed, cutting ties. Healing continued. Community involvement. Volunteering at youth shelters, mentoring questioning teens. Don't hide, Riker advised, drawing from pain. As fall neared, stability felt real. But life's irony. My job offer back east. Lucrative. Roles reversed. Stay or go? Riker asked. Together, wherever. Decision. Stay, prioritize us. Challenges persisted. Societal shifts. Politics turning anti-LGBT. Marches attended, voices raised. Fight or flight? Riker pondered. Fight. Intimacy deepened. Emotional vulnerability, shared visions, adoption someday? If ready, he said. A quiet evening. Stargazing on roof. Regrets? I asked. None. You were worth every battle. Kiss sealed. Yet, undercurrents, his lingering family strain. Mom pushed grandkids via traditional means. Pressure subtle, but present. Resolution approached. Riker's book deal, memoir outline. Our story inspires. I collaborated on cover design. Climax built. Public reading event. Nervous, he shared excerpts. Audience moved. Q&A probed. Worth the cost? Absolutely. Post-event. Reflection. We've paid dearly. Friendships lost. Careers stalled. Hearts broken. But awakened. The memoir's release loomed. A double-edged sword. Riker poured his soul into drafts. Reliving traumas. Writing heals, he said. But nights he woke sweating from nightmares of disownment. I supported, editing chapters but worried. Exposure's price? Pre-launch jitters peaked at a publisher's meeting. Feedback, raw, relatable. But warnings, backlash possible. Riker steeled, truth trumps fear. Launch party, intimate, San Fran bookstore. Friends, colleagues attended. He read aloud, voice steady. From denial to defiance. Applause thundered. Signings followed. A reviewer approached. Inspires my son. Impact tangible. But trolls emerged online. Reviews bashing, agenda pushing. Riker shrugged. Expected. Deeper cuts. Family reactions. Emily praised. Mom skimmed, called. Proud. But why public? Dad? No comment. Success bred opportunities. Podcasts. Talks. Riker traveled, sharing our journey. Distance tested us again. Video calls bridged, but loneliness nipped. My career flourished. Graphic novel published, semi-autobiographical. Reviews lauded, poignant queer narrative. Pride swelled, but imposter syndrome hit. Our pain commodified? A reunion trip to Chicago, roots revisited. High school haunts, old friends. Mark apologized for past insensitivity. Growth circled. Family dinner. Tentative thaw. Dad grilled. Book any good? Riker gifted copy. Later, a call. Read it. Understand more. Bridge built. Yet, Mouth Wan Dao Duk surfaced. Riker's advocacy spotlighted, but personal life scrutinized. A tabloid piece. From straight to gay, the betrayal. Sarah quoted anonymously. He lied. Riker fumed. Privacy invaded. We lawyered up, but damage done. Trust in media eroded. Worth it? Echoed. Internal conflicts resurged. Riker's by identity questioned publicly. Am I gay now? He pondered. Therapy reaffirmed. Fluidity okay. Our relationship matured. Anniversaries celebrated quietly. Commitments renewed. Marry me? He proposed casually over coffee. Joy but hesitation. When equal everywhere. Societal winds shifted. Elections loomed. Rights threatened. We canvassed, donated. Can't be complacent, Riker urged. A low, harassment escalated. Death threats post-talk. Security hired. Paranoia set. Retreat, I suggested. No, amplify. Turning point. Youth mentee came out crediting Riker. You saved me. Purpose renewed. Holidays approached. Joint family gathering. Mom hosted. Dad attended. Toasts to health, subtle nods to us. Acceptance inching. But a shock. Riker's health scare. Stress-induced panic attack. Hospitalized briefly. Slow down, doctor ordered. I enforced. Less travel, more us time. Recovery, therapy intensified. He admitted. Advocacy consumed me. Neglected us. Balance sought. Spring renewal. Vow exchange. Private ceremony. Rings symbolizing. Forever, we whispered. Career pivots. Riker consulted on diversity. I taught design workshops. Fulfillment found. Yet, disputes arose. Adoption discussions. Ready. Riker wavered, fearing societal judgment on gay parents. Kids deserve stability. Debate heated. We provide that. Compromise. Foster first. A betrayal echo. Old colleague leaked emails, twisting contexts. Scandal brewed. Riker defended publicly. Support poured. Crisis averted. Resilience built. We co-authored article on forgiveness. Betrayal teaches empathy. Summer escape. Cabin retreat. Reflections. From that first kiss to here, unimaginable. Gratitude overflowed. Back home. Routine bliss. Dog adopted. Home life cozy. Friends envied. Goals. But underbelly, ongoing therapy for traumas. Scars fade, but remain. A milestone, Dad's visit. Sorry for everything. Tears, hugs. Healing full circle. Advocacy evolved. Riker mentored corporates on inclusion. Impact scaled. Our story inspired documentary pitch. Share wisely, we decided. As years blurred, wait, no, timeline compressed. 2 years post-move. Climax. Major award for memoir. Speech. To Jake, my anchor. Cheers. I teared. Post-award. Quiet dinner. Happy. Immensely. But life's twist. My family revelation. Distant relatives reached out. Supportive. Contrast highlighted Riker's losses. Compensation. Chosen family expanded. Friends as siblings. Fall introspection. What if different choices? Riker mused. No regrets. Holiday miracle. Full family acceptance. Toast to love, unbound. Yet, narrative arc closed with awakening. Society's progress slow, but personal victories profound. With the award's glow fading, routine returned, laced with purpose. Riker's consulting boomed. Companies sought his insights on fostering inclusive environments. From victim to victor, he joked, but the transformation was real. I expanded my teaching, mentoring young queer artists. Express your truth, I urged, drawing from our scars. Societal tides turned turbulent. New laws challenged rights. We marched in protests, signs high, love wins. Arrest risks loomed, but solidarity fueled. Can't silence us, Riker declared post-rally, adrenaline high. Personal fronts stabilized. Adoption talks progressed. Applications filed for fostering. Nervous, I asked. Terrified, but excited. Home visits, interviews, scrutiny intense. Gay parents viable? Skeptics whispered. We proved. Stable, loving. First foster. Teen boy, questioning. Echoes of Riker's youth. Guidance given gently. Breakthroughs emotional. Your heroes, he said upon leaving for permanency. Family dynamics evolved. Dad's regular calls, sharing hobbies. Fishing trip, he offered. Riker went bonding over reels. Understands now, he reported back, hopeful. Mom baked for visits, recipes swapped. Grandkids soon, subtle but accepting. Betrayal's ghosts faded, replaced by trust rituals. Daily check-ins, vulnerability shares. A curveball, Riker's memoir adapted to film. Script meetings, casting surreal. Our life on screen? I marveled. Concerns. Sensationalism? We consulted, ensuring authenticity. Filming began, we consulted on set. Actors captured essence. Tears during kiss scene recreation. Reliving it heals, Riker noted. Premiere, red carpet, hand in hand. Reviews praised, heart-wrenching drama. Discussions sparked. Forums debating choices. Our platform grew, joint TED Talk. Navigating love amid prejudice. Standing ovation. Questions probed. Regret pushing boundaries? Never. Growth demands discomfort. Post-talk. Reflection. Costs tallied. Lost friends. Career hiccups. Emotional tolls. Gains. Authenticity. Love. Impact. Quiet evenings. Dog walks. Bay views. Content. Riker asked. Beyond. Yet. Awakenings continued. Riker's by Pride March participation. Embrace all parts. I supported learning. A final trial. Health revisit. Riker's therapy uncovered lingering PTSD. Intensive sessions. I attended some. Your patience saved me, he said. Resolution. Book sequel outlined. Ongoing journey. As narrative arcs toward close. High note. Foster adoption finalized. Family complete. Celebration. Party with all blood. Chosen. Toasts rang. In the aftermath, pondering the saga's essence. Decisions' ripple effects. Society's grip. Love's resilience. The story culminates not in perfection, but in profound truth. Love demands sacrifice, but yields transformation. Was Riker's initial denial a moral failing, or an understandable response to societal pressure?